Okay, it's about that time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. My name is Cynthia Davis. I want to welcome you to United Credit and Financial Education Services. It's an exciting night for us. We've got some great information for you. A little bit of a background for me. I learned about this company about 8 years ago. And at the time, I was a branch manager at Citibank. I had been there over 18 years. And the fact is, I just really wasn't happy with what I was doing. But initially, when I first heard about it, it was because of the credit services. I had a lot of people that were declined for things like mortgage loans and credit cards and things like that. And I had met a gentleman that helped people fix their credit. I met him through my mortgage person. And I started referring to him and testing him out. And my clients started coming back credit qualified, ready to buy a home, ready to get that credit card or that business loan. And so it was really exciting to see. And after a year, I just finally started asking some more questions and I ended up getting involved myself. But what I would like to do is really invite you to take a look at these services yourself, because the fact is, I wouldn't be able to do this now full time if these services didn't work. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the things. Oh, I'm so sorry. One second. Let me get this started. There we go. Let's make sure we got our technology going. All right. So first, it's important to understand where we are in America right now. I mean, the fact is 56% of Americans have low credit scores. 44% don't even know what their credit score is. And do you know that the quarter of all Americans don't even know how their credit score is even determined? I mean, why is that? Why do we not understand about these things that are so important to every one of us? And the fact is, it's our formal education. I mean, most of us didn't learn this in school. They didn't teach us about credit or debt or personal finances, ownership, financial freedom, and certainly not about success. So what I want to do is welcome you again to United Credit Education Services. We're going to talk about what is United Credit Education Services and what type of services are in the protection plan. First, United Credit. For over 15 years, this company has been helping Americans get back on track with their finances. I mean, they've been able to successfully help people remove inaccurate, obsolete, erroneous items from their credit files, helping families really reach their financial goals. And we're going to talk about how they do that. And it's certainly with the protection plan. I mean, it's taking the country by storm, these services are. And really, what is it? I mean, it's a membership that focuses on protecting your credit, your family, your finances, and your future. So what is in the United Credit Education Services Protection Plan? All 12 of these services. So I'm going to go into detail, but let's just talk about individually: budgeting, credit restoration, credit builder, credit attorney, credit monitoring, a debt payoff system, financial lockbox, identity theft protection, net worth, savings goals, wills and trusts, and the youth financial literacy family mint. I'm explaining to you what these things are as we go through. First, of course, most popular is going to be the credit restoration. This is how we help people remove negative items from their credit report, and we do that as a 501c3 nonprofit organization, okay? So our credit education services, again, we lead with education. We help assist you in communicating with the credit bureau so that we can help you restore your score and maximize your financial opportunities. So how is your credit score calculated? It's really important to know. 35% of your score is your payment history, being able to make your payments on time, capacity to amount owed, how much do you owe versus your lines of credit that you have. Length of credit is 15%. New credit is 10%, and types of credit used is also 10%. So when you think about this, you've got to really pay attention, because if you don't have any credit cards, for instance, and you have nothing making payments that are positive to your credit report every month, look at that. I mean, that's 65% of your credit score. That's how you get in the 4 and low 500s, is by having challenges in that area alone. So these are some things that you should know. Credit reporting agencies are not government entities. Okay, a lot of people think that because it says credit bureaus, right? But they're privately held billion-dollar companies, and they're really in the business of using your financial information, your customer data, and they sell those to companies that want to extend you credit. That's how they make money. Okay, each credit reporting agency actually independently operates. They're like 3 separate privately held companies. Okay, they don't speak to each other, and the fact is you're always going to have three different scores because you have different creditors that have the option of whether they're going to report to one or to two or to all three, because certainly the creditors have to pay to be able to do that. So here's the good news. You can restore your score. This was even incredible news to me, being in banking for over 18 years, is because a lot of people don't realize that this law is out there. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says it gives you the right to dispute or investigate any negative item on your credit report, okay? So inaccurate, erroneous, obsolete items, anything on your credit report is subject to this law, and you have the right to make them prove that it's yours. Look at these guys: late payments, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, medical bills, short sales. I mean, a lot of people ask me about student loans, okay? Anything that's on your credit report, if they put it on your credit report, it's subject to this law. You have the right to make them prove that that negative item is really yours. Now, our company is very different in many ways. One is that we go after every negative item on all three credit bureaus, and we do that every 60 days. It's the most aggressive in the country. That's how we get the fastest results out there. But we also give you the ability to monitor your progress 24/7. You immediately get an online access portal that you're going to be able to see exactly what's happening with your credit restoration services, and you're going to get some education along the way so that you're going to know exactly how to get a great credit score and how to keep it long after you're off the program. Excuse me. So let's talk about some other things that are in our services, because simply removing your negative items, of course, that's a powerful thing, but there's additional things that go into not only your credit score, but into your finances. So let's talk about budgeting. It's really important that you track your income and your spending habits so that you can then, like if you're watching these things and you're paying attention to how much you're spending, you can then earmark additional funds to pay down debt, to save for, savings goals and emergency fund or vacations, whatever it is. But so many people just spend as they have money in their pocket. And if you have no budget, that's how money is going basically out the back door, and you're not really being able to know where it's going. Got to have a budget, and this is included in the program, online tracking, to help you do that. Now, Credit Builder. This is really great. We want to help you remove the negative items, but you also need to be building positive credit. Again, we want to show positive payment history, right? Positive balances against amount owed. So that's really important to be doing that. And we show you exactly what to do in our Credit Builder. The Credit Attorney. It's unfortunate that this is necessary. It's unfortunate that any attorneys are necessary, right? But in credit, it is important, because in the case of things that are difficult to remove, things that are inaccurate, that the creditor isn't doing what they're supposed to do, or the credit bureaus aren't doing what they're supposed to do, you actually have the ability to access this credit attorney in your program as part of your services with no additional cost, and they may be able to sue that creditor or the credit bureau, by the way, and then you could be entitled to compensation. And believe me, it happens. Credit monitoring is included in the services. And of course, every single person should have credit monitoring. It doesn't matter what your score is, good or bad or in between. We all need to monitor our credit, and it's important to do it with a legitimate, accurate service. There's so many services out there that are free, and that doesn't make them accurate, okay? So our service is normally outside of this. This company charges $30 a month for it. It is very, very good. So it's included in the protection plan for our customers. A debt payoff system. Millions and millions of Americans have debt, and they have no idea how they're ever going to pay it off, because again, we weren't taught this in school. This is a debt payoff program that shows you exactly what to do to pay off your debt faster with the same amount of money you have today. And if you do have additional funds, you can earmark. It even shows you how to earmark those funds to pay off your debts faster. It's an incredible tool, actually. The financial lockbox. That's $56 million goes uncashed every year for people that pass away because their loved ones don't know where their important documents are. Okay, where are your bank accounts? Where do you keep your safety deposit box? Where are your will, trust, power of attorney? You know, do you have a 401k? Do you have a life insurance policy? All of these things, you know, people find money under mattresses and all this kind of stuff. This is a virtual safety deposit box to where you can put the information for your loved ones. And when, you know, that time comes, it's going to send an email to your beneficiary or your executors, and it's going to tell them exactly what they need to know to be able to handle your wishes for you. It's really peace of mind, and I love that it's included in the protection plan. Now, the identity monitoring, hugely important. Every 2 seconds, an identity is stolen. Okay, if it hasn't happened to you yet, I'm sure you know people that it has happened to, and good for you if it hasn't happened yet, but let's protect you, okay? If it has happened, you know you need to make sure to protect yourself. It's just too important. So that is included in our services. And then net worth calculator. I mean, this is really great. You'll be able to track your assets with your liabilities and know exactly with a simple calculation what your net worth is. Savings goals. Are you wanting to save for a vacation? Are you wanting to save to have an emergency fund or to save for your children to go to college at some point? It's a really great savings goal system that helps you earmark money out of each paycheck or monthly or however you need to do it. You just let it know how much money you need to save by what date, and it shows you exactly what to do to make sure that you have that money set aside for that goal. Really, really good stuff. Now, the will, trust, power of attorney, that package is something that's hugely important for every single person. Again, this is why we package all this stuff together in one place. People think that you need to have a will and trust if you have millions of dollars. You have to have a lot of money, and that's just not true. You know, we're all going to pass one day. These are our estate planning documents, and we don't know when that day is going to be. Many people are surprised as it happens much earlier in life. And this is just putting your wishes down on paper of what would you want to have happen if you were incapacitated, or, you know, if you were out of the country and you need somebody to handle your financial matters, or you pass away, and, you know, what is going to happen to your things, and what are your wishes for burial? And there's just so many questions your loved ones have at that time. And when they're mourning, it's the worst possible time to make them make those decisions. So again, this is a peace of mind thing that you're going to be able to have it. Your loved ones are going to know. And this alone is thousands of dollars with estate planning attorneys. And again, it's included in here at no additional charge. And as long as you're on the protection plan, you can make changes whenever you'd like, and it's absolutely free. I can tell you, I've been on this program for 7 years, and I've changed it about 4 times. And every single time it's been free to me to do. It's just such a valuable service, absolutely valuable. And then the Youth Financial Literacy Family Mint. What that is, I'm going to talk about the YFL in a moment, but basically the fact that we didn't learn this in school, we want to provide that education to kids. So with your online portal, you can access all of these services, you know, in one place. And so what you can do is provide to your children right in the home this educational tool onto understanding about finances and you know, debt and credit and all of that right in an easy format right there in the home. So really, really proud that that's part of the protection plan. So guys, all of these services in one place for our clients, only $188 to get started. It's a monthly service of $89 a month. That's it. If I can just tell you, again, I've been doing this over 7 years. I've been working with this company for 8 years. There's so many companies out there that charge thousands of dollars to fix your credit. And I do mean that. Thousands of dollars. People are on programs for 2-3 years doing this stuff. And our services have people done on average from 6 to 9 months, with many people done in 45 to 90 days. I mean, I was done in 30 days. My bankruptcy was removed, deleted permanently in the first 30 days. Powerful program. This $89 a month, again, $3 a day. I mean, we throw that much away, right? To drinks and, you know, coffee in the morning and whatever. But this is something that can really change everything for you simply by getting your credit together and having this financial, you know, peace of mind, as we've talked about. So really, really something to pay close attention to. But again, Youth Financial Literacy Foundation, that's our nonprofit organization as part of our business. And it's something that's really near and dear to many of us, because since we didn't learn this in school, that's not okay. And we want to go back into schools and really help teach these things. So $2 out of every $89 per month goes to educate kids ages 8 to 18 on the matters of personal finance. And we also give out scholarships every year. We've given out 100,000, 170,000, 250,000. And then this year we gave out $350,000 to deserving children, going into, I just say children, actually it's seniors in high school and freshmen in college. So that actually open enrollment is happening now. So if you know somebody that fits that, definitely get in touch with someone. Go to this website that you see on the page, because it's time to actually apply for those scholarships. So super, super exciting stuff. So again, quick recap for those that are on here, simply to find out a little bit more about our services. To become a customer, it's simply $188 to start, $89 a month, no contract. You can cancel at any time. But once you've seen these services, you'll realize how affordable it is and how life-changing it can be. But if you have any questions, simply get with the person that invited you. They'll be happy to answer any questions for you. But at this point, what I want to do is invite you to, meet the person that actually introduced this business to me 8 years ago. I was at the bank. I had been working there for 18 years. I had a high school diploma. That was it. But I was making six figures. I was doing very well. And nobody knew I was unhappy, because I kept that to myself and I was a professional. But this gentleman, he just said, hey, have you ever thought about being an entrepreneur? And he showed me a little bit something different that I hadn't seen before. And because of that, I was able to start doing this business. And now I do it full time. And he's a vice president with our company. He's a six-figure earner. He is an R&R club member. You're going to find out what that means. But, he's absolutely an incredible leader, and we couldn't be luckier to have him. Mr. Lawrence Turner. Sir, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm just getting off my flight. My plane leaving from behind me, so I had to fly in, get here pretty fast. So, hey, I appreciate you doing a great job explaining the services, which is so important and so valuable. And I hope people really take the seriousness of financial literacy and walking around with great credit and making sure your assets are protected, your identity is protected, all the things in all areas are taken care of. And you did a fabulous job at doing that. So I definitely appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, let me go ahead and get started on my section. My section is to talk about the business aspect of this with financial education services. So you got to understand something. United Credit helps our clients restore their credit, along with some other services within that protection plan. But what financial education services does is we're the marketing arm for United Credit. We are the ones that go out and find the customer, explain the services, and enroll them in the service. We do not do credit repair ourselves. Financial education services does not. That's United Credit. Our job is in marketing. Find the client, enroll them in the service, and let the company take over, and then you get paid. And you get the benefits from your clients being happy that their credit has been restored. So what a good thing. So let me get started on the presentation with financial education services. So I want you to learn what we're going to talk about today. What is FES? How you can help people improve their financial situation, and what you need to do to start your business here with financial education services. First of all, the company was founded in 2004, based out of Farmington Hills, Michigan. Consistent annual sales growth, debt-free company. We do have the same key executives at our corporate office since the beginning of our company. Now, let's talk about running your own business. You get the opportunity to use FES marketing tools to create and sell your business. You get to supplement your income, which is very exciting. A lot of people need to do that these days. Or you can take advantage of this opportunity at a full-time basis, like a lot of people have done across the country. You work from anywhere, anytime. You get to take and keep control of your finances, while you have the ability to help others do the same. So once you become a financial education services agent, here are the things you're going to get. You're going to get a personalized website like you see here on the right side of the screen. As soon as you enroll, you immediately have a website. You have an online sales tracking system, agent and customer support. You have access to professional marketing materials. You also get paid weekly. Every Thursday is payday. You get paid through commissions, residual bonuses, and much more. You also have the opportunity to have life insurance, free life insurance. And then tax advantages for being in business for yourself, and the opportunity to help others in the business. So what does it cost to start to be an agent? Well, it's $288. That's it, $288. That's a one-time enrollment fee, and then you pay an $89 per month membership fee. But what I'm going to show you as we go through this presentation is how you'll have the ability to not have to pay that $89 per month. And you'll have the ability to have all the services that the protection plan offers. So we'll go over that as we go through the presentation. Now, as an FES agent, you have services that you can offer outside of the protection plan. And one of them is Credit My Rent, where someone who's paying rent, they now can have that payment show as a positive trade line on their credit report. So that's very exciting. Then we have First Progress Platinum MasterCard, which is a secured credit card. Some people can't get unsecured credit card. Well, we have one of the best in the industry to help you build credit. Then we have Smart Credit, which is one of the top credit monitoring systems out there right now. So you can take advantage of that to be able to track your credit scores. You can track what's going on with your credit at all times, 24 hours a day. Then we have the My Care plan, which is our will, trust, and power of attorney. That's something that, again, that can be sold separately outside of the protection plan. And yet, if you do find someone that needs these services, you will be compensated for enrolling in those services. So as I mentioned earlier, there's a way that you can earn your services for free. Here's how it's done. We have a thing across the country. We talk about Strive for 5. What that means is that if you close the volume month with at least 5 active protection plan membership, you get your fee waived the following month. So every time you get 5, or every time you maintain 5 every single month, that following month, you never will have to pay your $89 per month. So that's when we talk about Strive for 5. Now let's talk about enrollments and residual income. Every time you enroll someone on the protection plan, that means $188 they sign up, then $89 per month, you would earn a $100 direct commission for their initial protection plan sale. But you also earn $12 per month in residual income. So you get the $100 up front, and then you get $12 per month in residual income every time they make their payment with their protection plan. We also have another way you can earn income, and that's through the customer acquisition bonus. This is if you decide you want to build a business, if you want to have an agency that's going out there helping people to restore their credit score. Here's how it works. When your personally sponsored agent enrolls 2 protection plan customers within their first 70 days of entering the business, you earn, as the enrolling agent, anywhere between $100 and $560 based on your title with the company. So as you can see to the left, it says the agent, that's you, and you bring in a friend, they decide to come on board with you. They do their first 2 protection plans. They'll earn $200, because it's $100 each, plus residual income. But you would earn a bonus from her production of $100. How exciting is that? Those customer acquisition bonuses go all the way up to $560, as I mentioned in the last screen. So the next position after agent is FT, which stands for field trainer. Customer acquisition bonus is $160. SFT, which is senior field trainer, that's $240. Sales director is $380. That's a pinnacle, well, not a pinnacle, but a pivotal position in our compensation plan, because that's the highest percentage growth in our entire program as far as compensation. And we have a platform to show you how to get there in 90 days. So just imagine if you did 3 of those per week, that's over $1,000 per week that you could be making. So it's just a matter if you want to follow a system. It's something that's been proven to produce results. As you see, Cynthia Davis, ESD, that's Executive Sales Director. Once you get to that position, the customer acquisition bonus is $475 every time you bring in a personal agent and they get their first 2 protection plan sales within 70 days. My position, Vice President, you get to that position, the customer acquisition bonus is $500, and so forth to the top position. We also have the monthly infinity bonus. This is once you reach the position of Sales Director, you now earn a percentage on all the sales volume your team does on a monthly basis. As you can see, Sales Director, $10,000 in sales volume, that's a half a point. So that's an extra $50 that they give you on top of everything else. Then you have Regional Sales Director, 3/4 of a point. Executive Sales Director, a point. Vice President, 1.5. Regional Vice President, 1.75, and so forth. You can see that. The top position is Pinnacle Senior Vice President, which is $10 million. That's a 3% monthly, remember that, monthly infinity bonus. And we do have a person at the position. So you figure 3% of 10 million, that's $300,000 bonus on a monthly basis. How exciting is that? Then we also have the R&R Club, which is Rest, Relaxation, and Retirement. This club is well worth over $3.4 million to each and every agent who decides to come on board and starts to build protection plans in their organization. In order to get to the first level of the R&R Club, you need to produce, you and your team's 500 protection plans, okay? Once you do that, you earn a $600 a month car allowance for you to get you a Mercedes, an Audi, or a Cadillac. Level 2, $10,000 cash bonus. Level 3, they increase your car allowance from $600 to $1,500. Level 4, $25,000 cash bonus. Level 5, look at this, a $50,000 cash bonus and an upgrade to a Bentley. How about that? Level 6, $5,000 a month house payment. So you get all your income, you get your credit, you got your business, you got the R&R club, car being paid, house being paid, and then also we got a retirement bonus, level 7, up to $25,000. The company will match your income. And then for you people who want to be big time in this business, monthly bonuses anywhere between $150,000 and $250,000 in the R&R club. Here's some people that are doing a phenomenal job in our business, in our company, and there's so many more, so many stories, but we can't tell you all of them. Miss Nicola Smith Jackson, our top earner in the company, she's doing a fabulous job by side of Loganville, Georgia. I mean, just came in the company and just killed it, doing an incredible job building leadership and helping a lot of people become financially literate. Sabrina Liu out of Washington, she was a young lady who was struggling like a lot of people do. She was introduced to the company. She's no longer struggling. She has a business. She's now a homeowner, and she's loving life right now. Mr. Alfred Nixon, based out of Porter Ranch, California, another young gentleman who decided to take this business serious and has built a business all across the country, multi-million-dollar business on a monthly basis, just creating, again, leadership and helping clients and customers and people become financially literate once themselves. So that's very, very exciting. How about this gentleman right here, Bobby Kim, based out of Florida. He was in sales prior to getting into FES, 20 years. Working 70 to 80 hours a week. Got tired of that. Someone introduced him to FES. He no longer has that job. He's doing a phenomenal job here with FES out in Florida. His business spans all across the country and making great amount of income. So hats off to Mr. Bobby Kim. Then we have Mr. Tony Camilleri. He's based out where the corporate office is at, Farmington Hills, Michigan. He's a real estate broker, decided to come on board to use our services to help his clients that could not qualify for homes, but decided that, hey, this was bigger than that, and decided to come on board as a full-time representative agent with FES and doing a phenomenal job building leadership across the country. And he's very passionate about teaching entrepreneurship and financial literacy. But you got to understand all these things can't come true if you don't understand you have to be trained. You have to have the support. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to launch your new business. We're going to show you how to use social media to market and advance your business. I'm going to show you how to properly expose this protection plan that Cynthia talked about, how to establish a substantial team of agents all across the country, how to maximize the compensation plan, how to build long-term residual income, how to become a successful leader, but also what's most important, we want to teach you how to have the right mindset and attitude for success. And you'll learn so much more when you come on board with us. More training and support. We have our marketing system, which is whatisfes.com, that you'll have access to. You'll have successwithfes.com, which is our training system. We have training webinars and calls from the corporate office and with our top leaders. Agent Support Center, regional training, annual FES convention, which is coming up here in February here in Las Vegas. Qualified incentive trips. Right now, we just finished up with a cruise contest, which the company takes about 65 people every year, top producers. As far as contest, a contest, not really the top producers, it's a contest where you gather points and anyone can qualify for that, which is very exciting. I've been on many of those cruises. It's very exciting. So just a quick recap. Ask yourself, what is your level of interest? Do you want to become an agent and a customer? It's $288 to start. If not, you just want to become a customer, it's $188 to start. All you have to do is ask the agent who invited you to this webinar and get enrolled today. Say, what do I need to do to get started? They'll know exactly what to do. If you're interested but you have questions, get with the agent that invited you to this webinar. Let them know you have questions. If they can't answer your question, definitely refer back to myself or Ms. Cynthia Davis or any one of our top producers, top leaders, and they can answer those questions for you. So folks, I hope this made sense to you. We don't want to take too much time from you. But if you do have questions, get back with us. We'll be here next Tuesday, same time. Make sure you invite people to this webinar. Let them see what you saw. So folks, hope you have a great evening. See you at the top because you know what? It's way too crowded at the bottom. Good night, everyone.